Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John. This is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to the dramatic, possibly conclusion, or at least certainly the final act of Fading Heart, where we have been captured by Mystica. We tried to take her out, but we just were not able to do so. So we were defeated in combat against Mystica, and we were taken and imprisoned and told Rina was actually an evil sorceress, and her feelings for us getting out of control or what had caused the shadow creatures, but she was an immensely powerful magic user. And now we are reading manga in a desperate attempt to learn enough magic to, well, possibly fight Mystica, or at the very least be able to stand up against Rina until we can let love shine through and bring her back to sanity or something. So we've got to read these manga books, which is all we've got which is all we've kind of been left. So let's read those quickly, just so we can learn some magic, because we've got a lot to go through in the Royal Guard's life, because this is a lot of volume. So let's get started on that and see where this story goes. So, A Royal Guard's Life, Volume 1. The story takes place on an island floating in the sky. The main character is a young woman named Viola. She recently graduated from a magic academy and is at the top of her class, and her lifelong dream is suddenly fulfilled when she's chosen to be the newest member of the Royal Guard. The new king is a handsome young man named Aris, working tirelessly for the sake of his people. He possesses a rare gift for diplomacy and winning compromises from people who normally bitterly disagree. Viola quickly comes to respect him immensely and vows to serve him loyally for the rest of her life, but her admiration quickly gives way to romantic feelings. To protect him, she develops a new spell called Magic. I already knew Magic Barrier. So this is the best-selling A Royal Guard's Life series. I guess Forbidden Love is a popular theme these days. I should probably rest a bit. Oh, no, apparently that's the end of the day. I wake up feeling refreshed but restless. I really want to do something, but I'm just as trapped as ever. Should I read some manga? Yes, I guess we should. Right, let's see where these books go. While carrying out her duties, Viola notices the king isn't always as confident in his role as she first thought him to be. As she struggles with the fear that she's too inexperienced to protect him, she realises that he too is worried he will fail his people from lack of experience. Eventually, she decides to confide her thoughts in him, hoping he will open up to her in return. They discuss their insecurities and promise one another they will always do their best. Even though she refuses to admit it, even to herself, Viola is happy she and the king are closer now. The chapter begins with the queen, Alvina, announcing she's with child. The kingdom is overjoyed by the news, though Aras had met the queen when he saved her from assassins, despite being a commoner without magic ability. She fell in love with him, and they were quickly married, regardless of the people's objections. Whoa, 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 whoa. In this story, when we said Viola, the royal guard, had fallen in love with the king, we didn't specify the king was married, had a wife who's now pregnant. That makes the story a little bit more complicated. It's a romantic story of forbidden love, and it greatly endeared the queen and her husband to the people. Speculation runs rampant as to whether the queen's first child will be male or female, and what names might be chosen. If the queen gives birth to a daughter, she will inherit her mother's magic ability and likely be the most powerful magic user the land has ever known. If the child is male, he will not be capable of using magic and thus ineligible for the throne, but as a descendant of such a powerful magic user, every young girl in the kingdom will dream of marrying him someday. Viola is unable to bring herself to congratulate King Aras on his wife's pregnancy. Whatever she thinks of the two of them alone together, she feels jealous. While guarding the king, Viola overhears a conversation between him and the queen. Queen Alvina is concerned that King Aras is overworking himself. As the king has no official power, however, he still spends his time gathering information and forging diplomatic ties on his wife's behalf. He tries to reassure her that everything is fine, but the queen begs him to be allowed to help him. The king does not promise this, however, and the queen changes the subject. She gifts him with a pendant and asks him to promise her that he will always wear it, which he does. Oh, never trust the mysterious pendant that got given by the magic-using queen when you've just disagreed with her. That's got to be a bad thing. Viola finds the queen's insistence on interfering with the king and her gift of the pendant suspicious. She hears stories of powerful women bewitching and negatively manipulating kings before. She wonders if Queen Alvina somehow forced this marriage to further her ambitions, and how to protect the king from her potentially ulterior plots. To the queen's up to no good, I guess this is how Viola and the king will end up together. I can't stop thinking about Rina, but no matter how much I rack my brain, no solution presents itself. I'm starting to feel tired again. I wonder if Mystica's barrier somehow drains my energy as a side effect. Oh well, there isn't anything I can do while stuck here anyway. Viola works harder to earn the trust of the king, and the two become one another's closest confidants. One day, King Aras asks her to accompany him to a particular garden outside the city. She is befuddled by the fact the Queen personally ordered the King's other guards to remain behind. Viola finds this fishy and vows to be prepared for an ambush. When they arrive at the destination, King Aras confesses to her that he ordered it be built so he could have a private place to relax. He tells her to take as many flowers as she likes, but she loathes the idea of spoiling the beauty of the garden and decides she will only take one. After a long struggle, she finally selects the flower that will most memorialise her visit, but to her horror, she finds King Aras has vanished without a trace. She uses Excel to search for him with all possible... Okay, that will be useful for potentially finding Rina. I can use Excel. On the very last page of the manga, she discovers him in a far corner of the garden, opening a secret underground passage. What could the king possibly be doing? Is he being controlled by the queen? I will need to pick up the next volume soon. Well, luckily it's in the pile next to you, you imprisoned bastard. Viola secretly follows King Aras as he descends into the cave. As they walk, she recognises the place immediately from matching classified Royal Guard report descriptions that this was once a rebel hideout. The group consists entirely of men who resented the fact that it was only women who could use spells. They developed a secret weapon that was capable of destroying magic and plotted to overthrow the kingdom. She confronts the king about what he's doing in such a place, and he shamefully confesses that he was once a member of this group. Queen Alvina learned of the scheme and accompanied a detachment of mage knights to stop them. Aras was injured during the attack but escaped, only to find the queen being ambushed by assassins sent by a rival country. Of course, he didn't know at the time who she was. He only saw a lone woman being set upon. As Queen Alvina's disguised guards were unconscious, he rushed to help her. The two of them fell in love after that and were eventually married. Viola questions him about the pendant the queen gave him, and he tells her that it's proof of Alvina's absolute love and faith in him. The pendant can destroy magic the same way the group's secret weapon could, so she would never entrust it to him if she believed he would ever abuse it. To honour Queen Alvina's trust, he felt he should safeguard the rebel group's secret weapon before it fell into the wrong hands. He brought Viola here to help him because he knows she would never reveal these secrets. With her assistance, the two of them retrieve the weapon, a beautiful double-edged sword crafted with a rare metal that dissipates magic on contact. The king binds the sword into its scabbard with its silken string. Ooh! Double-edged sword, rare metal, like the one I was dreaming about, but I assumed I was a character in The Prince's Tale, but now it feels like I'm in this... Unless all of these are set in the same universe, are all the stories like interlinked? Possibly. He confides that he hopes to entrust it to his son. Yes! Hopes to entrust it to his son someday and asks Viola to watch over his child should anything happen to him. So that makes perfect sense. So this guy's son, possibly by Alvina, is going to go on to be the prince in The Prince's Tale. Alright, this all kind of stacks up nicely. She gives her word to ease his mind, but privately vows to protect him so that such a day never comes to pass. King Aras and Viola began visiting the garden alone together once a week so the king can relax. During one of these visits, the king is attacked by a group of assassins, because of course he is. Viola defends him valiantly, but despite her best efforts, one of the mage's attacks finds its mark. To her shock, the king's hands glow and a flash of light protects him from harm. The assailants shout to one another that the king is an imposter and flee the scene. Viola begins to suspect that perhaps another royal guard caught wind of the plot and switched places with the king using illusion magic. She casts Dispel magic on the king several times to remove it. Try as she might, there proves to be no disguise for her to remove. The king questions Viola's actions, and she makes an excuse that she was removing any harmful spells the assassins may have used. She can only conclude that the king must in fact be one of the very few men born with the ability to use magic. This explains how the king was able to save the queen from a band of assassins. That is likely the true reason why the queen opposed everyone's wishes to marry a commoner. Even if the child she carries is male, he will likely be a very gifted magic user. So even if she gives birth to a daughter, she will be by far the most powerful woman in the world. The idea unnerves her, but Viola keeps her thoughts to herself as she and King Aras return to the palace. Oh, and here's Mystica. So, Mystica, you're... Oh, blimey, she's shot me in the face. I'm falling, but it's all happening in such slow motion. Vaguely, I hear Mystica talking to herself. Jeez, how much power does it take to knock you out anyway? Can't you cooperate with me just this once? Those were the last words I heard before I blacked out completely. Oh, I'm back in my room. The incredible story of the mother who saved her son's life by... Wait, aren't I in a cabin with a magical barrier? No, I'm in my own bed now. The last thing I remember is... Mystica. My head's still groggy and unresponsive. I'm not sure what happened, but it definitely wasn't gentle. There's a note on my pillow. It's all over. The shadows have disappeared. It wasn't easy, but I managed to save your friend. Take care of yourself. Ooh. May the light bring hope to all. Wait, what? Rina's alive? With shaking fingers, I dial her cell number. Rina? Ryu? Ryu! I'm so sorry you got involved in this. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Mystica told me what you said. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Listen, Rina, it's okay. You're okay, and I'm okay. And that's all that matters. Yeah. Sorry, Ryu, but I need some time to think. That's fine. I'll talk to you again soon. I feel a sudden need to go outside. Something about the walls of my room feel oppressive. And now apparently I'm back in my bedroom, just okay. That's interesting. So yeah, very odd. Well, I kind of want to know where that story goes now. So yeah, I guess I'm going to go outside, go to the cosplay cafe and buy some books. Can I buy them instantly there? Or is the maid going to talk to me anyway? Welcome back, master. Nope. Okay, let's shop. Can I buy these books? Wait, which book did I get up to? Oh, flip. It was at least 7. Okay, I think I've got enough books there. And thanks to my massive backpack, hopefully I've got I've got quite a few books in my backpack. That's good at least. So I've read 7. All right, let's see where the story goes next. So, Guard's Life, Volume 8. The Queen gives birth to a son, names him Ren. As children don't show any magical prowess until they're older, it will be 6 or 7 years before Viola can ascertain whether or not he inherited his father's magic. The king formally presents the magic-dispelling sword to his newborn child, and Queen Alvina decrees that none but he may touch it, deterred with the promise of pain and imprisonment. Viola is suspicious of what the Queen's ulterior motives may be, but has no one in which to confide. Reading manga in a cosplay cafe sometimes makes it more enjoyable. Excellent. Oh, and Alex is here. Hi, Ryu. Hello, Alex. How's your friend doing? My friend? You mean Claire? She's doing much better now, thank you. You mean she stopped seeing that abusive boyfriend? She hasn't said anything, but I'm pretty sure she did. Emotionally, she's in a much better place than she was before. Great to hear. So how did you get away from him? I'm not really sure. I mean, I spent a lot of time with her and stuff. I think in the end, she realised things were never going to improve and that she deserved better. I see. Girls really are beautiful and mysterious creatures. No kidding. Oh, by the way, Prince's Tale is ending soon. The cafe will be holding an event when the final episode ends. Why don't you come and watch it with us? It's going to be fantastic. Kind of busy with a few other things, I'm afraid. Oh, come on. We get to enjoy the episode together as we root for our favourite girl to win. I'll think about it. Oh, I learned Barrier. Wait, I learned... Oh, wait, what? Oh, I learned all the spells. I thought I already had those spells. All right. Right, well, let's just keep reading this manga. I'm kind of curious as to where this goes, quite frankly. Given apparently Rina is, well, hopefully saved. Hopefully we can see her very soon. So 6 years have passed, and the young prince doesn't seem to be exhibiting any magical powers. Everywhere he goes, he carries his father's sword with him. The metals used to craft the weapon are feather light, but the size of the blade still makes it unwieldy for a small child to carry. Even so, Prince Ren keeps the promise he made to his father to keep it safe. As she watches the prince grow older, Viola reflects on the fact that she isn't getting any younger. She wonders if she'll ever have children herself. Ren asks Viola why she's always sad when she looks at him, but she simply pats him on the head, tells him to go play. The young prince asks his father to make Viola smile again, and the king appears to have some idea by the end of the volume. At the start of the manga, Viola is in a seaside resort town, having been sent away to rest and recuperate. She finds herself thinking about King Aras constantly, and the long separation from him makes her feelings for him all the stronger. Even though she knows her love is unrequited and hopeless, she can't bear it in her heart and move on. By the end of the stay, she realises she can no longer stay by his side anymore. She makes up her mind to ask to be reassigned or dismissed from service altogether. When she returns home, everything is in total disarray. It seems like something terrible happened while she was gone, but the volume ends on that cliffhanger. Ooh. Alright, well, this book's getting kind of interesting. Where's this all going? What happened in her hometown? The king has died protecting the queen from herself. What? When? What? Whoa. Okay, something happened while she was away, something fairly major, in fact. They used the forbidden spell known as Final Strike. Ooh, That was the spell that flipping Mystica used to knacker me. Well, I know that at least now. So if there's a final twist or boss fight to this game, at least I now know the uber powerful attack. Even though he was wearing the pendant the Queen gave him for his protection, the spell still obliterated him on the spot. Viola thinks on the King's last farewell to her, and his overwhelming feeling that he knew this day was coming. He must have sent her away to keep her from sacrificing herself to save his. In that way, he gave his life to protect not just the Queen's, but also hers. Even though he didn't love her romantically, Viola sees clearly for the first time how deeply he cared for her as a friend. She shuts herself in her room and sobs uncontrollably with grief until dawn. Queen Elvina and Prince Ren are also beside themselves with grief, and Viola swears on the King's behalf she will not let any harm befall either of them. To do anything less will betray the promise she made and the sacrifice she made for all of them. Wow, I never saw that one coming. Well, I tell you what, as it's now night, I'm going to go check if there's anything in the park now. So, are we now okay to just go into the forest? Is it now safe? Crawling with predators, not to mention the shadow. No, the shadowy kind is supposedly gone. So what's happening in here? I still don't know why there are all these strange shadow creatures around here, but if I don't investigate, I'll never find out. Well, I thought there wasn't any more. Mystica said there was nothing here, so is there anything here? Oh, hello! Blimey, hello Mystica. Hello Ryu, glad to see us all in one piece. For the love of... I'm going to buy some shades or something if you can't tone that down. You don't like my special entrance? Not if I go blind. I'll see what I can do about it. Now then, I was curious. About what? Do you like magical girls? Well, I don't know, do you mean as a genre of manga, or are you coming on to me right now, Mystica? Well, yeah, I read magical girl manga all the time. Oh, but, what about a real one? What? Just kidding. Alright, good, cause, yeah, Rina. We've kind of gone for the Rina ending. Jeez. Don't give me a heart attack like that. Oh, did I make your heart beat faster? Mystica. There's someone else I like, and you're fully aware of who it is because of the story so far. Oh, really? Who is... Okay, story's gone a bit weird. I can't say. Why not? Because, please, it's a secret. Don't be like that, Ryu. You can tell me. If you think you can harass me enough that I'll stop coming into your forest, it's not going to work. I'll just stop talking to you. Ryu. What? Just because you're a magical girl doesn't give you a carte blanche to meddle in other people's lives. This isn't an anime. That's true. But what happened to I wish I wasn't a magical girl? This is starting to get under... What? Why is things going blue? This is starting to get under my skin. For some reason, I just can't let this go. Mystica, your behaviour right now is entirely unacceptable. As a magical girl, you are to conduct yourself with dignity befitting of your station. I understand you require an income, and I do not condemn you for modelling for publications, but I forbid you to abuse your powers for petty gain. What just happened? If you want to talk like that, then stop wasting time and go save Claire. But what did just happen? Why did I just go blue and lecture her? I never want to see your face here again. Get out of here and don't come back. No, Mystica, wait. Well, this story hasn't run out of plot twists yet. Oh man, I totally blew it there. Mystica disappeared in a flash of light. No matter how hard I search or how loudly I scream her name, I can't find her anymore. Should I explore farther? Well, I don't know. Is there anything else here? Oh, I wandered through, but I had a dream instead. Okay. I'm standing in a grassy field far outside the city. 10 wooden targets hang suspended in the air thanks to my magic. My glaive is glowing with energy, ready for use. Once I send them flying, I must hit the bullseye on each one before they fall to the ground. I need to concentrate. 3, 2, 1. Now! The wooden targets spin high into the air and fan apart. I raise the glaive and fire 3 shots in rapid succession. Blue spheres of magic burst free from the blade and hover in the air. These aren't homing blasts, so I have to guide each one to its target. As each one spins unerringly towards their mark, streaks of blue light trail in their wake. In the night sky, they look like comets. I keep shooting again and again. Each one explodes in shower of light like fireworks as they hit their objective. 3, 6, 7, 9... No, I missed the last one. I'll have to start all over. This is a standard training exercise for the Elite League, and most of them can do it effortlessly. I'll have to be able to do it as well as they can. No, I have to do even better. I look at the pile of wooden targets on my right and feel a lump in my throat. Everyone. They worked so hard to make these for my sake. I can't give up. I have to do this no matter what. The only answer is a soft murmur of the wind swishing the grass and rustling the trees. I repeat this exercise tonight until I can do it perfectly 3 times in a row. Lift 10, shoot 10. Lift 10, shoot 10, lift 10, shoot 10. It's brutally exhausting, but I can't afford to take it easy. I pour more energy into my glaive, readying it once again. Whatever it takes, I will win the next match. Well, okay, apparently I explore and I just have dreams now. Is that what happens every time? No? Okay. Well, there we go. Let's go to sleep. Oh, it's Monday, so now we get to go to school and presumably have our resolution with some of our characters. So, Claire, there you are, Ryu. Claire approaches me during lunchtime. What's up, Claire? Could you meet me sometime after school? Sure. Where do you want to meet up? Any of the classrooms after the clubs are gone. That'll be a little late, won't it? I don't mind waiting. I'll see you then. Okay, Claire wants to meet after school. That's interesting. What does she want? Oh, let's say goodbye to Sophia, because presumably she's moving away soon. I searched for Sophia, but she's nowhere to be found. Okay, no Sophia apparently. Well, let's go home, see if we can call... Are we allowed to call Rina? No, alright. Well, let's read the next stage of the book while we're just waiting to speak to Claire this evening, see what her resolution is going to be. The bereaved queen now wears the king's pendant, effectively sealing off her own power. Prince Ren continues to carry the sword he received from his father, though no one has told him the truth about the blade. After many long months spent paralysed by grief, Queen Alvina focuses her energy to create the best possible world for their son to grow up in. In order for the kingdom to flourish, the next generation of magic users must become much stronger and more full of love than the previous one. To this end, she creates a tournament for young girls to compete in, hinting that her son would find a strong mage attractive as a future bride. The young prince doesn't understand his mother's reasons, but agrees to go along with her plans as she loves and trusts her. Violet is disturbed by the queen's sudden obsession with tournaments and magic, but keeps her worries to herself. Evening. Okay, so now we're presumably going to go and have a chat with... No, hang on. No, go... Wait, no, where? Go to... Uh-oh. We were supposed to go and hang out with Claire. Uh-oh. Have I just stood up Claire by accident? Oh, dear. I can't even call her. Right, well, I may as well just keep reading, I guess. Oh, dear. Oops. So, 1 year has passed since the death of King Horus, and Viola goes to leave flowers on his tomb. To her surprise, she finds the Queen weeping over his coffin. In that moment, she finally understands that Queen Alvina truly loves King Horus and their son more than life itself. The Queen notices the guard and beckons her to leave her offering. After a long moment, she confesses that she didn't always love King Horus. She was touched when he saved her life despite being wounded and not knowing who she was, but that she actually married him because of the extraordinary amount of magic power he displayed to save her. But the king was so kind and devoted to both her and her son, she found herself falling madly in love with him. She became jealous of how much the king confided in Viola, and how Viola's duties enabled her to stay by his side when the Queen Alvina couldn't. Shocked by the queen's candour, Viola admits that she'd been in love with King Horus for many years, and how jealous she was of Queen Alvina. The two spent hours reliving their memories with him together, and at the end, the queen asked Viola to come to her if she needs anything. She will grant her any boon in her power to give, even any husband she wants if Viola were to fall in love again. In return, she hopes that she will continue watching over Prince Ren until the day he marries. Viola agrees, but only to honour the promise she made to the late king already. The lengths to which the queen will go in order to strengthen the kingdom have become even more fanatical. Prince Ren is ushered around the country to meet as many girls as possible. He is shocked by some of the poor living conditions he sees, and so he pleads with his mother to build schools, dams, roads and other infrastructure the villagers badly need. Sensing an opportunity and wanting to indulge him anyway, the queen agrees to a massive spending increase. As she expects, the love and adoration of the people for her son grows much stronger. It's become a tradition for every town benefiting from the prince's generosity to name some sort of landmark in his honour. Nearly every girl in the kingdom dreams of marrying him someday, and many train to their limits hoping to make that wish a reality. He quickly grows weary of their infatuation and wishes his mother would stop, but fueled by his grief for King Horus, Alvina is so consumed by her plans to make him happy, she's oblivious to his feelings. Viola is the only one who realises the prince's dissatisfaction with his mother's schemes. In turn, Prince Ren is the only one to notice her unhappiness. He asks her if she had the chance to redo her life, how would she spend it? but violently shakes her head and tells him sadly that while an age reversal spell is theoretically possible, no one actually possesses enough power to cast one. Oh, okay, wait, hang on. Oh, maybe it was the follow... Okay, thank goodness I didn't just kind of ignore Claire. It was supposed to happen the following day. Once the other students have packed up and left, I seek Claire out in the hall. It feels awkward being the only two people here. Hi, Ryu. Sorry to make you wait so long. It's alright. Don't think twice about it. Let's go in the classroom. Sure. I follow her into an empty classroom. So, Ryu, how was your day? Same old, same old. Yours? I had a good day. I've been having lots of them lately. But, I needed to tell you something. What is it? Well, we've been friends for a really long time. And we've been through a lot... Uh-oh. No, Claire. Claire, that's not... This isn't what we're doing. This isn't what we're doing. We're good friends, but... Rina. Okay? Sorry. But Rina. But things are different now. Claire falls silent, her face downcast as if she's not sure of herself. She takes a deep breath and looks up again. There's no easy way for me to say this, so I'll just say it. Ryu, I like you. I really like you. I've liked you for a long time. At first I was too embarrassed to say anything, so I hid my true feelings. But I always wanted what was best for you, so I kept pushing you to be stronger. You were so kind and innocent. I was afraid you would get hurt if you stayed that way. I just couldn't bear the thought of someone hurting you. But then you showed me it was possible to be both kind and strong. When I saw that, I felt like I was light years behind you. I didn't think I could ever catch up, so I gave up any hope of ever being with you, thinking it was the best way for you to be happy. I thought Rina was perfect for you and deserved each other, so I tried to set you up. I even went out with someone else just so you would give up on me. Oh, so that's why she flipping did it. It's pretty stupid, wasn't I? You're anything but stupid, Claire. No, I was. If it hadn't been for you, I would have continued to ignore my feelings and made everyone miserable. So, Ryu, will you go out with me? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But, Rina... That's who I've wanted to be with this whole story. I'm sorry, but Rina. I'm sorry, Claire. I had a crush on you once, but things have changed. I don't feel the same way anymore. I'm very lucky to have you as a friend. I guess this is what I deserve for playing it cool and ignoring my own feelings. Claire, it's not as if I don't care about you at all. I know. It's only because of you that I've been able to get this far. And I've become stronger as well. Just... give me time. I think I'll be okay with a little bit of time. But Ryu, thank you. If it's okay, could you leave me alone for now? I need to think. Take care, Ryu. But don't you dare lose that backbone I've worked so hard to beat into you. I laugh warmly and smile at her. What do you mean? It was there all along. Just needed you to show me that. We both laugh. And I feel as if a strange weight has been lifted from both our chests. It seems like an eternity ago we were able to laugh so carelessly. I'm strongly reminded of simpler times long past. You know what though, Ryu? I don't think I'll give up on you just yet. I'll call it quits maybe a year from now. As if you really have that resolve. I'm a little tired of always thinking of others first. I'm going to be a bit more selfish from now on. I grin back at her. Take your best shot. I wouldn't expect any less from you. It looks like things will be going back to the way they were before. That's a relief. Alright, it's getting late. I better get going. Goodbye, Ryu, and thanks again. With that, Claire quietly departs. I feel bad about having to reject her, but I think she has the strength to bear it now, and the grace to still be friends. Come to think of it, I should get going myself. Well, I can't believe all that's happened in such a short space of time. I managed to help Claire stand up for herself. I discovered and defeated the source of the shadows with Rina. I learned actual spells from reading magical girl manga. How crazy is that? I'm still not exactly sure why I can cast a spell just because I read about it in a manga, but I guess there are a lot of unexplained phenomena in the world. The more things I've learnt, the more things I know that I don't know. Hey Ryu! Claire greets me with a warm smile on her face. Good morning! Rina waves at me happily. It's rare they show up together. Something must be up. Hey, Ryu, Claire and I have been wondering, is there someone else you like? What? We both confessed our feelings to you, but you turned us... Wait, hang on! Hang on! Whoa! Whoa! I didn't turn Rina down. It's game! So we both confessed our feelings to you, but you turned us both down. Something changed, didn't it? Since you helped both of us, we want you to be happy too. It's hard to explain. I just got... Wait! Hang on! Whoa! But... Wait! What's happened? What's happened? I just can't date either of you right now. It feels like something's missing. Something's missing? You mean we're missing something? It's not like that. It feels like something I'm missing. Do you know what it is? That's the problem. I need to think this over a little while. I understand. You've been through a lot. And you need some time to sort it out. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up on you just yet. Same here. I'm going to give it my all. May the best girl win. When did I turn down Rina? Right. Interesting. Just like that, my life steps back into its old comfortable rhythm again. I didn't turn down Rina. Rina called me and told me that she just needed some time. Because, you know, presumably there was some sort of big showdown with Mystica where Mystica told her my feelings for her. But that's not me not going out with her. So, I don't know. Well, I don't know. If this is the end, then I guess it makes it pretty clear that both girls want to go out with me, so I will date Rina in the future. So that's okay, but still, it's a little bit odd. So just like that, my life steps back into its old comfortable rhythm again. But change is an inescapable part of the human condition, and things still aren't exactly as they were before. For now, I'm glad I can keep my friendship with Claire and Rina intact, but I may end up dating one of them later. It's possible life may take us in different directions, perhaps hundreds or thousands of miles apart from one another. But whatever happens, I have faith that we'll support one another and ultimately find happiness. No matter what you've been through, the sun will always come up the next day, the tides roll in and out, the moon will wax and wane in the great celestial dance it's performed for millennia. Believing that, I feel ready to tackle any possible misfortune in my future head on. Ending, best friends forever. Well, there we go. Apparently, I don't know why I didn't end up with Rina, actually. I'm not sure what I would have done differently with Rina. Rina said that she kind of needed a second when I did the phone call with her, but I'm not sure where I could have gone to hang out with her, because I don't know Rina's phone number. And I did check in my room whether there was, like, the call option, and it was never there. So, I'm not sure what I kind of did. Maybe I needed to actually go and rescue Rina in person to date her. Maybe I needed to, like, learn magic earlier. Like, I noticed I picked up loads of spells at the end there. Maybe if I had spells like Final Cross to defeat Mystica or Dispel to get out of the house, I could have gone and rescued Rina. And maybe I could have actually ended up with her now. But you know what? I'm actually kind of happy with that ending. Both girls made it to the end, because, you know, I don't know, maybe they can die. I feel like there's enough kind of magic flying around that if I'd have got that wrong, Mystica could have killed Rina. So everyone made it to the end. They're both still friends with me. I turned down Claire, but she's still a close friend with me. They've both still got feelings for me, and it's been pretty clear that I will be able to date one of them in the future, so I'll probably end up dating Rina there and still be on very good terms with Claire. And I think that's an excellent resolution, quite frankly. So I'm happy with that ending. Yeah, pretty happy with that indeed. So let's see what happens. So I managed to convince Claire to break up with her boyfriend. I encountered Mystica. And, okay, so, okay, so I get a little bit of a result here. So, what all happened? So, Rina's life was spared. Okay, Claire's confession was rejected. Ryu learned to use magic, and clear sky banks and champion. So, can I make it through the entire game without learning to use magic at all? That's kind of fascinating if you can just kind of... There's magic in the game, it's completely optional. You don't even have to discover it at all. Which is kind of cool. That's kind of cool indeed. I do actually like that quite a lot. I mean, I like a game where magic is optional. Games sometimes feel like magic is too compulsory, if you know what I mean. Literally, This is going to be very random. Sorry, this is a question for the comments. This is very random because I was just thinking like games where magic is random. I was thinking, well, Zelda Ocarina of Time, like you're told to go up to the top of Death Mountain to see the Great Fairy to get your magic meter, but you don't actually have to. It's completely optional. So I was thinking, can you actually complete The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time without magic? Presumably you can't, because eventually, when you get given the light arrows, you need to use the light arrows to defeat Ganondorf. But also before that, without magic, you'd have no way of getting into the Shadow Temple. You wouldn't be able to use the Eye of Truth, the Lens of Truth, but that doesn't matter so much because pretty much as long as you memorize the levels, you wouldn't ever need that. But yeah, you'd never be able to complete the game, so I guess it's not really, it's kind of optional at first, but eventually it becomes compulsory. Anyway, sorry, that's completely off topic there. So I learnt an awful lot of skills, so I did a lot of reading, including probably I learnt a bit too much SEO and not enough magic early enough to get the best ending, but never mind. Rina's life was spared, that's the important thing. We're friends with everyone, it sounds like there's going to be a happy future for us. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is apparently, well, an ending to Fading Hearts. This feels like a game where there's a lot of endings, and a lot of them are very, very different. And I'm not going to show you any more, because if I showed you all of them, you'd have no incentive to go and get this game. And you know what? Like, sometimes when I do games like this, it's kind of, I find them funny, but it's kind of so bad they're good kind of territory. But this one has actually grown on me, and I've actually come to kind of enjoy it. And I'm not going to show you any more of this game, because if you want to see all the other endings, like what happens with Claire, or maybe you can end up with Mystica, or maybe you can fight Rina or fight Mystica and learn magic and all sorts, or save the bank and avoid the economic crisis that I apparently caused. If you want to do all of that, then obviously pick up this game. I don't think it was, I can't remember what it cost, but it was not that expensive at all. There is a link in the description below to Fading Hearts. It's interesting and it's strangely compelling, and I don't know why, I just really enjoy this sort of thing. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That is Fading Hearts, a game I originally intended to do as a single part and turned out to be, what's this going to be? Is this going to be part 7? I think this is part 7. So yes, quite a few parts. And that has obviously pushed back the return of Nicole slightly. So I apologise for all the Nicole fans, but Nicole will be back this week, which is very, very cool indeed. So if you've been enjoying all the dating simulators that I've been doing, look up Nicole. I started that series back in November, and it is literally about to come back. And Nicole, I think, is kind of wonderful too. It's not as completely off the wall crazy as this, but I can kind of reveal and kind of hint a little bit. I've played a few more parts of Nicole into the future now, and Nicole starts to go pretty mad in its own way too. So I look forward to more. If you've been enjoying the utter madness of this, Nicole starts off pretty tame, but goes a bit mad later on. So I think you might enjoy that as well as you've been enjoying this. But there you are, Fading Hearts. Genuinely quite enjoyable. I've played many games I've actually had less fun with than this one. This game has fun, it's made me laugh. I found it strangely compelling, I've wanted to know how it ends. And in the end, what more can you ask for a game, eh? So there you are, Fading Hearts. In the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd. This has been the wonderfully compelling Fading Hearts. Thank you very, very much for listening, and goodbye. Haha, I'm a genius at time. Oh, okay, this escalated quickly. I'd like to fly your drone. So good about a butterfly in a bucket. What does that tell you about the human condition? Are we the butterfly and is capitalism the bucket? What happens if you go right to the back in time? The very beginning of time. Oh, you literally just burn the universe.